yeah. Complete failure. Yeah, that's not gonna work, Jake. All right. I'm live. I need a moment. Because I don't know if you can hear me, but I need a moment. Oh, a little PO'd right now. Welcome to another case of the Mondays. Huh? You like this? Oh my gosh. How do I explain it? All right. So if I use my phone, I'm just going to jump into this because I owe it to you guys. You need a quick explanation, right? I use my phone as a camera. I updated the OBS software that I used to do the live stream. A while before I started live streaming, I knew it was there. Got everything scheduled. Hopped back into the program, and it said I needed to link my account, which is funny because I already had it linked. Linked my account. Then I had to do a two-step verification just to see chat and participate in it. Problem is, two-step verification requires the use of my phone. When my phone is plugged into the computer, I don't have use of it and it doesn't send me anything because it's being used as a camera. Funny thing with OBS is that you've got to have your camera hooked up at the time of starting it, and if you unplug it, you're going to have to exit out of OBS and restart it again. So there's no way for me to do the two-step verification and be able to start the live stream because one required me to unplug the camera, which disabled OBS, and to have OBS work, I had to have the phone plugged in, which I then couldn't do two-step verification. It was catch-22 situation, which it took me 3 or 4 times to figure out that I was just going through that vicious cycle, getting more and more pissed off. And here we are, a half hour late. So I only see chat as you guys see it here on the stream. I decided to at first go into YouTube directly on the computer and go live there, but it wouldn't let me do that either. So I had quickly went to StreamYard and tried to pick up the pre-made stream that I had scheduled, but StreamYard wouldn't let me go to that. So I grab my phone, go to Streamlabs, select scheduled live stream, and there it is. Here we are. Welcome everybody to another Case of the Mondays, and welcome to my world of dealing with BS. And I'm completely lost now as to what I was even going to do or say, but hey, that's fine. In the meantime, I'm going to pull up. Oh, I better turn that down so I don't have to hear myself twice. At least I can get into the chat a little bit here. And look at my funny face. Beto, hello, hello, hello. So I even saw Radio Geek in here, and yes, we had... This, unfortunately, is not a cherry that has not been exploded yet. People that have been watching our stream for a while have known for if our stream is running late, then usually there's a no-oh going on, and we've been doing pretty good for a while. Yeah, shit happens. You're right. It just, oh man, that works me out. Okay. I can find like a better place for this. Oh gosh.
209 at 2131.
Turn that down a little bit. Winter blues, right? I should have just left OBS alone. I wouldn't be here, but I'm going to try and let it go. I'm going to try to be a bigger person here. maybe we'll quit putting my hand in front of the camera and adjusting things. Whew. So, I see you didn't even get my comment that I typed in there that was, maybe they erased it. I think he erased it. I said I would like to find the chief of, once I say this, so it might shut the stream down, but I typed in the chat because that's the way I was feeling at the time, is I would like to find the chief of YouTube and OBS and punch them both in the face. That's how I felt. Not like I'd ever be able to achieve that, and so they should not feel threatened, because now I kind of take it back. But in the heat of the moment, if they were standing here, I probably would have taken it out on them. Although it's probably something I did. Nick at Hardwater Propagation, thank you. All good now. So let's get on with it, shall we? Monday. This last couple days, Sunday into today, our state got a lot of snow. A lot. It's all that everyone can talk about. But for good reason. Where we're at is pretty far north in northwestern Wisconsin, so we had a lot of snow prior to this weekend after everything had melted off, and of course, you know, we got some more. But we got hit with probably, I'd say, around 8 inches tops in where we live. The further south you went in the state, actually, the worse it was. And it kind of followed a little cupping pattern too. So, unfortunately, our friends near Wausau, Tomahawk, Crown and Winter area, all in through there. Jeff King got hit hard. Foxy and Brian got hit very hard because the Wausau area saw a record amount of snow for them. They set a new record. And so it was pretty crazy. Now that I look outside, and I'm so sick of shoveling, I only really did a path to get to my vehicle and to the garage, and I didn't bother shoveling the driveway. I just run right over it. I got four-wheel drive. I don't care, because by next weekend it's supposed to be up in the 60s, I think, and hopefully it'll start melting this crap, and I'm done shoveling. I don't care. I'm not going to let winter push me around anymore. I'm not going to push winter around anymore, if you think about it. That's what shoveling is, isn't it? But I'm tired of it. Yeah, Frigid There Vibes. I saw you in your live stream. You said it was 40 degrees. Or no, wait. Yeah, which kind of felt like 20 to you. I don't know how 40 can feel like 20 unless the wind is howling. I mean, and it would have to be like a cold wind too out of the north, but that's a 20-degree difference, bud. I respectfully disagree. I think our high today was something like 18 degrees. Plus, wind was blowing like crazy, and even though it wasn't snowing today where I'm at, it was blowing all of the snow that had just fell over the last 2 days all over the place, so it pretty much felt like it was snowing. What I'm getting at here is I'm done with winter. I don't think I'm going to deal with it anymore. So had a little nice chat with Winter. Said, hey, it's been fun. Thanks for the fluffy white snow at the end of it, and we'll be sure to enjoy it by taking our daughter out for one last hurrah on her sled for the year or for the season. And but let's get on with it. We need springtime. We need to start growing some plants and flowers and take advantage of our ponds outside and do all that sort of stuff. So, adios, winter. It's been, I'd like to say it's been nice, but, you know, trying to be polite here, but it's time to go. Time to go, winter. out the door with you. I know that Pepin Creek Aquatics got his plow truck stuck quite a few times, and you know, I feel for you, but at the same time, I know you do have a very nice tractor, and I'm sorry that you were too afraid to take it out in the snow, man. Just get it out there. That's what you got it for. It's just snow. It's not like you're taking it down the road and driving it through the salt. It's just water. Unless you heavily salt your area, which I don't think you do, because you're on gravel there. So take it out, scoop up some snow. You'll be glad that you did. Maybe you did that, but rumor has it that you didn't want to take your pretty tractor out in the snow. And speaking from a country boy, that's, I don't know. If that's your decision, that's how you want to treat your tractor, all the more power to you, my brother. My brother. All right. Yeah, you may be right about that. March 16th is a little early to be saying winter's over in Spooner, but I've had enough. So, it's not my fault that winter is over as early as it is. Winter overstayed its welcome and was kind of annoying lately, so it is time for winter to move out and get a job elsewhere, move up north a little bit more, let its cousin rain and spring and sunshine move in. Katie sure can hold a secret. Yeah, I didn't know it was a secret. She just told me, and I guess she should have told me it was a secret. Did you tell Katie it was a secret about being stuck and not playing with the tractor? Oh my goodness. See, overly overstocked Oscar has been a member for 16 months. I'm going to plow through some of this back end stuff that I missed a lot of because the technical difficulties. Apparently, I don't know, Jorge is still here or not. I do see Mama is here. Ms. Did I say Ms.? Ms. Sue Hagen. We gotta call her Hagen. As everyone else does. Of course, that is Sue Hagen. That is Katie Hagen's mother there in the chat. If you guys haven't figured that out, that's Mama Sue. She's been on our channel. Starring in a short, mind you, that is available for watching. Looking over here because I can see the chat better than on the screen, but okay, so yeah, wintertime. Hey, I did find that trough I was talking about before. When we were talking about bogs. And it was a goat feeding tray. So this is, I'm not going to hold it out like this like a fisherman, so it looks big. This is right up next to my chest, so I'd say it's not quite 4 feet. Yeah, because that's 4 feet. That's a 75. This is about 3.5 feet long. And over here we had, this pipe fell out because there's a hole there. The only reason we had 2 holes in this is because the first one I drilled didn't seem to let out enough water, so I drilled another one. And I took all of that out of there. It's not sealed anymore, but this is the one we originally used over the 40-gallon in some of our videos where we had filled up with clay ball, pumped the water into this side. It went through. I set up a piece of coarse sponge here to keep the clay ball from flowing through and blocking the holes here. And just kept sticking spider plant babies in there. And they grew just huge. And it worked very, very well as a bog filter over top. On the back here, you can see what we were talking about. It's designed to be a goat feeding trough. Meh. Chickens eat like that, not goats. But that'll hang over any kind of like 2x or something that's used for fencing. So it also has slots here, which we ran. Oh, there's a spider web there. That's nice. It's a big spider. Anyway, we could put leg bolts through here with washers, and that's how we drilled it into the studs of the wall and above the tank, and that's how we used to run it. I'd like to redo this one a little bit and put it back into use, because it did an excellent job with our goldfish, because otherwise they eat any plant you put in the tank with them, and with that, spider plants just do such an awesome job at helping keeping the water clean. Which made me think about some of the issues we're having with a couple of our 10-gallon tanks. We've lost quite a few endlers and whatnot, and tanks that used to be kind of just balanced so nicely, and without really doing any changes to them, except for one that I can think of, is we used to keep a couple spider plants tucked in. And I had pulled those plants to put them elsewhere. I think slowly those tanks couldn't keep up the way they used to without having a couple small spider plants in there. So I'm really thinking that I know that pothos is very, very popular to be planted in your tanks. In fact, I mean, you see a big wall of it right here that's just kind of growing out of that 75 over here. But it's I can show you guys. I wonder if I can just like switch this around. Hopefully I don't break it any more than I already did. All right, so mind the duct tape. This brace is broken. That'll get fixed. That's why the water's low too. I'm not going to add any more until I fix that. But anyways, here we go. These are very nice pothos that are just growing up this wall of pegboard. First, we have some of this plants here too as well. If I can keep from shaking it too much. That I got hanging. It's all coming out of the back of this. A couple dead leaves to pull out of there, but so everyone uses pothos. I got spider plants. This one's looking really bad because I haven't watered it in a while, but you can pull these babies off of here and stick them into. So that's a big giant pothos I got there. Hello, fishies. I know you're hungry. But if two little tiny plants, maybe this size, like one each in a 10-gallon tank, can have that much of an effect. And I know how the bog filter worked on this 40 when we had the goldfish in there. Look how dirty this tank is. Man. You guys hungry too? You want food or something, or? This bog over here, it was perfect size when we hung over top of this, because just about the exact length, maybe a little bit over a 40-gallon breeder. We hang it so you got the tubes go back right into the water towards the back. And it really severely cut down on the amount of water changes we had to do for the goldfish, because they are very, very messy. As you can tell in this 55, the glass is messy. Water doesn't look the best, but can't put any plants in there. If you see plants, that's just reflections over here, but you can hardly even see them because the glass is messy. I clean it up. But hanging this big, I mean, this is a big, big pothos in here. Big, big roots are like finger size. Don't eat me finger. Just don't eat it. They can't really eat that up. It's too coarse for them, too tough of a root. And the leaves aren't in there, so that does all right. But the roots of the spider plant, let me just move this back around here. The roots of the spider plant are different. They're a lot more tender. They don't get viney like that. So putting those kind of plants in with the kind of immersed, just wet root in with the goldfish is going to it's going to be an issue. They'll eat it up. My tanks with algae have no bristlenose. Same here. Anything I have any kind of pleco in, it never have an issue with that. So some of them I do, some of them I don't. Still get hair algae though. Just that other stuff. So seeing that change in those 10-gallon tanks, some of you guys that have been around with us long enough have heard us talk about the 10-gallon tanks that never have to hardly do any water changes, just top offs, and the TDS levels would just drop on their own. And I would do water changes once in a while just to make myself feel better, but they were amazingly balanced. And thinking the only thing I really changed in those tanks was taking those spider plants out. If that's true, knowing that how well they filter the air of impurities, I'm thinking that their root systems and the way I've seen them grow, they must really feed on that sort of stuff. And so I'm thinking, aside from commonly used pothos, I'd like to see more and more people start using spider plants as well for ease of use like that. Because they are relatively easy to propagate, and they're common enough where it's easy to come by to get a spider plant. The waving of the roots. Yeah. So I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys use spider plants in your tanks like that? I'm starting to like almost kind of wind down a little bit after being so angry and anxious about getting this thing started. But Dee's a big fan of over the tank sump. Yeah, the only reason we had any kind of filtration in ours at all was just like I said, to keep the clay ball media. I don't have anything in here to show you, but if you're familiar with expanded clay ball media, it's about the size of what marbles were. I don't know how many newer people nowadays know what marbles are, but I think a lot of you here are familiar with marbles, hopefully. Unless you lost all of yours, which I have, obviously. Expanded clay pellets media for growing in hydroponics and whatnot. That's all we used in there. And that coarse sponge that's used for filter, I use it for a Hamburg mat and filter and whatnot. That was just to make a section to keep those balls from getting stuck in the output nozzles, basically, and clog it up. Because then, if that gets backed up, then of course it can't drain faster. Then it fills up and it will overflow and cause a mess. So as long as the overflow is good enough to more than handle the input, then you're golden on that. So it was a relatively simple thing. We did for a while make our own kind of filter to go on top of it. We used these jar things, and they had like a top. They're meant for snacks, so they have these dividers in this middle part, and we had put different filter media and stuff in there, but it was just one more filter to change, and there was a regular filter on the tank already that Seachem Tidal 75 on a 40-gallon breeder was more than enough for filtration and you know, not chemical, but mechanical filtration and for the bacteria and whatnot. There's always enough bacteria. But the mechanical filtration was handled by that Tidal, so we didn't have to worry about that too much. So we like to think of it as more of it was a bog system than a sump. Because when I think of sump, I think of different chambers, different media that it flows through. This was strictly spider plants, and that's it. And they grew like crazy. Any of you happen to go and take my suggestion and looking at some of our older stuff that I suggested last Monday, that I wanted people to kind of go back and look through, especially in our shorts because they're quick and easy to go through, kind of see the progression that our channel has taken. I was hoping that some of you would do that and come back with a little bit of feedback for how things have been and how things have changed in our channel. You like peace lilies too? I have spider plants, but haven't used them in tanks, but I have in the little indoor paludarium. Very cool. Dee, we did have a peace lily inside for a while, and we just did not have it in the right spot and neglected it, and unfortunately. Do you have any extra marbles for me? I lost all of mine, so no, I don't have any extra marbles vibes. I'm sorry. You want to try aloe vera, June says, above the tanks. I have a lot of the roots are very long. The spikes are a bonus. Never thought of that. Do they like to have wet feet like that? Being a succulent and kind of, I thought they were more of like a dry area. I don't know. If you have enough of them and it's worth it to you to be able to at least sacrifice one to science and try it out, I think we might too. We have quite a few, but not a whole lot. Whips World, hey Jake, hope all is well up there in the north. It is. We're good. Like I said earlier, we did not get as much snow as the lower part of the state did in the eastern parts, for sure. Being up in the northwest, it got pretty windy, got about 8 inches of snow, I think. It's kind of hard to gauge that when there's so much wind and drifting. Of just how much snow fell, but that would be my guess, 6 to 8 inches, which is a pretty decent average amount of snow. George RB3, welcome in. Hope I said hi to Cecil, and I probably missed Cheryl and a bunch of other people, and Radio Geek was here, and he had to go to bed, obviously. had a fun weekend with my friend Radio Geek. That's another thing I'd like to do since this is my stream and I don't have to worry about it. I would like to shamelessly, without any shame whatsoever, plug my new channel. I had a lot of fun in, in Elfish Tank's live stream the other night because I logged in with that account and chatted and acted like a total complete newbie and didn't know anybody, and everyone fell for it. It was great. I was asking newer questions and then kind of dropping hints. And June, I thought it was awesome because I don't know if you knew it was me. Maybe you did. Maybe some people knew and were just playing along. But we chatted a little bit back and forth in the stream, and I at one point used your first name June without any indication, without anyone calling you that, or there was no way whatsoever I would have known what your first name was. But I threw it in there as a little hint to see if I'd get something out of you, and you didn't react at all, like it was perfectly normal. So I thought it was funny, and so I dropped little Easter eggs in there like that in the chat, and I was having so much fun. Katie was sitting next to me, and we were just giggling and laughing, and like, they have no idea that it's me. It's great. I told them I have an aquarium, and they're like, oh, just one, huh? Well, yeah, maybe someday you'll get more and stuff like that. And I wasn't lying. I do have an aquarium. I have like a bunch of other ones too. So it was just a lot of fun. I hope everyone took it well. And then when I finally revealed myself, it was to Curtis. He was, I found a way to bring up Foxy and Brian because of where I told him where I got my fish from. It was a couple near Wausau, and dropping hints like that. And they're like, oh, who would that be? And they made a few guesses. Oh, it might be this person, that person. I'm like, no, I think it starts with like a P or something. And they finally got it, and they're like, oh, yeah, Foxy and Brian. I'm like, oh, you know those guys? And it was it was so much fun. And they were talking about the cookout, and I'm like, well, I'm hoping to go to the cookout, too. I've heard about. They invited me when I was there to get my fish. And I said, Skull, are you going? And he said, no, it lines up with the Kentucky Bluegrass Festival or something like that. And I said, are you sure that's the reason, or are you just afraid that Katie will squeeze you too hard? And then that's when finally hit them who they were talking to, and it was just a lot of fun. That little story leads me to my shameless plug of my new channel, in which I hope all of you will find it in your heart to drop by and subscribe. It is all about my personal channel, my adventures in radio communications. You guys have seen our Wednesday night stream. I'm going to drop the link here. So it's youtube.com / my call sign, but at KE9EIX. So there's the link. I'll give you guys some time. Please, if you want to, I have 2 shorts on there is all I have so far. One of the shorts is a collab short. There is another short that's a collaboration. One I did and one that Radio Geek did when we were on our adventure this last weekend. So we had a lot of fun. Oh my gosh. Who was that? Well, I see. Excuse me. While you guys go and check that out, I'm just going to call out here. KC0WKP, this is KE9EIX.
Hey, Jake. I was a little bit off the live stream. I thought it was still live, but apparently I was a little behind trying to cast to the TV.
Yeah, that can cause some lag issues and get stuff a little bit offset, but cool to hear you on the radio because I was just talking about how we did a collab video each on our channels. So I think I'll have to drop a link in the chat as well for your channel, but they should be able to see it from mine as well, but I'll go ahead and do that. But trying to shamelessly plug my other channel, which I can because it belongs to me and this is my live stream as well. So I don't feel ashamed whatsoever to completely advertise that everyone should go there and subscribe to my channel and your channel.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. It's your live stream. You can do whatever you want on it. So, yeah, I'm sitting here just trying to work on a Linux box to do some SDR radio stuff, but I'm getting my butt kicked a little bit, but still keeping it going. So I'll let you get back to the live stream, and always good to chat with you on the radio. I'm using one of the new D-Star repeaters we picked up while we were in Minnesota, and working on getting those set up for the next location. KC0WKP, KE9EIX.
Excellent, excellent. That's really exciting, dude, and I appreciate it as always. Thanks for being in the chat and checking out my live stream as always. We'll talk to you later, dude. This is KE9EIX talking with WK0, WC0, KC, oh, dude, KC0WKP. Good night, dude. 73. Oh my gosh. That's what happens when your brain is mush from technical issues, which he's apparently getting his butt kicked by some Linux stuff. And by the way, on Saturday was Pi Day. Pi, the mathematical pi, starts with 3.14, so March 14th is Pi Day, which also coincides with Raspberry Pi, which I bought my very first one. I played with it a little bit. It is quite cool that you can make a little tiny computer, and these things, you can use them with, do all sorts of stuff with them, and so I got some plans for that. And that's what Radio Geek is working on. Hopefully you guys clicked on that link to my channel, and I think that if we do like youtube.com/@Radio Geek, that should make a link to his as well. That's my good friend Aaron. He is local to me. We live in the same area. Work in the same town, basically, although he does a lot of over-the-road work working on radio systems for the state of Wisconsin. He's very, very knowledgeable of radio technology, and just an all-around awesome dude. His family is great, and becoming good friends with him is a blessing, and I want to promote him as well. So go and check out his channel, check out my new channel at KE9EIX, and see what we've worked on so far. There's a lot more to come, and I really, really would appreciate the support, because I want that channel to grow as well. It's just another outlet for me, so I don't have to talk about radios as much on this channel and keep it to the fish and the plants and the Katie and the Jake, which, by the way, I thought I heard Katie coming back. It looks like a certain little one is finally laid down, so being that we're only really 35 minutes into this, there's a good chance we might see a Katie tonight. Wouldn't that be wonderful? We'll keep you on the edge of your seat here on the cliffhanger that Katie might show up. Wouldn't that be awesome? Okay, I'm trying to see her. We're talking snow. It was 82 today. Oh, good for you, June. That's wonderful. I'm really happy for it. It was dark in the moon on the 6th of June. What'd you say? It was the dark of the moon on the 6th of June. That's
Convoy.
oh, it's Convoy? How did I not know that? Thank you, Sue. It was the dark of the moon on the 6th of June. Rubber duck. All right. What exactly is a tamale? It's like wrapped in the. It's something wrapped in a corn husk and
It's
cooked.
cornmeal with filling and corn husks.
Cornmeal with filling and corn husks.
And they're usually steamed.
Usually steamed.
Yes.
However, if you go to a little town called Mishicot, Wisconsin, which is right near Manitowoc, and you travel back in time to, say, 1992, 3, 4, somewhere in there, and maybe even to this day, and you go get in line for lunch, for hot lunch at school, and you'll see on the menu hot tamales. And what they'll actually serve you is a sloppy Joe. That's what they call them there because their brains are on backwards. It's awfully close to the nuclear power plant over there, so I just assumed that was the reason why. But it's a town where everyone talks like the Yoopers. Yeah, you don't you know? Even though they're far away from like Fargo.
Mishicot is Michigan, Minnesota, Wisconsin combined, and we all talk like that up there in that northern territory.
You just went southern for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, Katie Hagen is in the house, and unfortunately I had to, you know what, they've seen enough of me. We're going to put you at front and center and just going to have me be a side person. But
We're supposed to be a duo here, and I heard you were
still
talking
here.
radio talk on Monday, Case of the Mondays.
I didn't get to start until 9:30 because of technical issues, and I'll explain them to you later because I'm
Okay.
finally over it, and I don't want to get PO'd again because that would be bad. Your mommy's in the house, she says.
Hi, Mom.
My first baby. That was your
Hi,
second.
Cheryl. Hi, Vibes.
So,
Foxy.
I only talked about radio because I was doing a shameless plug to my other channel. And I'm thinking that everyone by now has at least hit the like
Hey, Whip.
on this stream and on over to Aaron's channel. Aaron's got Radio Geek, has a lot more on his channel. He's had that for quite a while, so he's even up over 1,000 subscribers. It's awesome.
Hi, Cecil. Aaron. Oh, I can blame you for the radio fun, Aaron.
Yeah.
I like enchiladas too, Foxy. I'm not a big fan of tamales, though. Too much cornmeal, masa.
Oh, I think it's something was hogging the bandwidth there at one
Yeah.
point.
Hagen, the bandwidth.
I didn't mean it that way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's Katie hogging the bandwidth. So I'm watching it on YouTube, and I don't see the text overlay like we do on Streamlabs. It's supposed to be on there, so maybe I don't need to worry about it. It's not really broadcasting it.
No, I think it's
It's
fine.
just for our own pleasure. It's supposed to, anyways. Whatever.
Yeah, I know what it is, June, and I'm not a fan. It's the
What?
the masa. It's like cream of wheat with savory
This is-
stuff
This
inside.
is just not about food. This is not a food channel.
We always talk about food.
Sometimes. I was telling them about how the spider plants, we think, made a difference in the 10-gallon tanks
Yeah, definitely.
because they kind of crashed. And I guess something we never really shared is that of our beautiful black bar Endler males,
Yes, you did.
we lost them all. Every single one of them. We have some females, but all the males are gone. So we'll either probably do some crossbreeding with some Blue Star Endlers maybe and see what we come up with.
I
'Cause
still
we
think
still
there's a
have
male
them.
hiding in the female tank.
No, I've looked good and hard. They're barren. They're gone. For several months, it would have been quite apparent by now. Mexican food is June's favorite food.
I love Mexican food, but
I don't know if it's between Mexican
Depends
and
on what it
Italian,
is.
but I do like a good, juicy American burger.
oh yeah, good greasy bar burger.
Yeah. This is Jake. What food did you try the first time on Saturday? That's a good question. For the first time in my life ever, I went to Chick-fil-A. Oh, I forgot I filmed a little part of it too. I'm gonna have to throw that on there. I'll see if I can do that real quick after the stream. I'll throw a quick short on this channel and of just saying hi from Chick-fil-A. But it was an awesome experience. What blew me away though was the fact that I found out it was my first time there, and they offered in a very nice, very sincere way to pay for my meal, for my first meal. It was on the house. That was awesome. The second thing that blew me away was that the fact that our table was maybe 10, 12 feet away from the counter. So by the time I turned around with my table marker, got to the table, I set the marker down, started to take my jacket off, and my food was already there. They were already standing there with my food. It was that fast. And it wasn't dried out. It's not like something that they made like 8 hours ahead of time, so of course they had it there. It was the probably the best breaded chicken sandwich that I've had in a very long time. It was very, very juicy, just cooked perfectly, still very hot, not dried out at all. The outside breading was nice and crispy, not soggy, but the inside the chicken was hot, tender, juicy chicken. Not stringy. I mean,
Welcome
not
in, Stan.
chewy. It was awesome. And their
Haven't
waffle
seen-
fries were excellent. It was a great experience. And like at least 2 times, somebody came to our table and offered very politely, not in our face, if they could take anything away or any trays, anything they. First time we said no, that's fine, thank you, and they'd always answer, well, my pleasure. And with a big smile, very sincere, look you in the eye, and then they'd go about their way. They wouldn't bother you. It wasn't like, you can tell, at least I can, being an empath, I can tell when people are just being fake and stuff. It always bothers me, but there was a sense of overall happiness with the workers there. It was very cool.
Foxy said they just had one of those open there, and the line's always to the street.
Yeah, well,
Thank you for coming, Mike.
this was in the middle of the Twin Cities, very busy area, and they were just, I don't know,
Cordial.
this is very clean interior. Everyone was dressed nicely. Everyone looked like they were in good health. They didn't look like all weird and stuff.
Drug-
I don't know.
You mean drugged out?
Yeah, it was nothing like that. It's just excellent.
People were happy to be working there.
And from what I've heard, the majority of Chick-fil-A's are like that. So I was pleasantly surprised. We picked up some of their chicken nuggets on the way back, and Aaron and I had to maintain self-control to not eat them all.
Chicken nuggets.
We
Chicken nuggets.
bought them for our women to bring them back something good. And I think I had 3, maybe 4 of them. Each one, I'm like, just one. Just one more, I promise.
Yeah.
And,
So I got shorted, Aaron.
No, you got quite a bit. We bought a 30-pack. I ate maybe 4, and I think he ate about the same. So this 8, there was still 22 nuggets left in there. And split between you and his wife, you got At least 11 nuggets, if not more.
Mom said she's gonna open up a Lutefisk restaurant.
No. Well, I mean, go ahead, but I don't think I'll go there. Vibes is back from eating. That's wonderful. Stan Pittman is here. Oh, that's gaslighting, Aaron. Dude, Radio Geek, I thought you don't talk about food on this stream. You brought it up, dude. You wanted me to talk about where I went to eat for the first time. And you got me. Gaslighter. Isn't that what's gaslighting? Get someone to like say something and then go after them for saying it?
Kind of.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm using it out of context, but that's hilarious.
He was just trying to say,
Yeah.
how many cherries did you lose?
Many cherries were popped that day. But I shouldn't. Listen. I don't know. People are going to take that and run with it. It was my first time changing out a repeater. It was my first time eating at Chick-fil-A. It was my first time at Guitar Center. I've been a guitar player for a very long time, a musician as long as I can remember, and always wanted to go to a Guitar Center since I was probably in like 7th grade or something. Well, I don't think they had them back then. Ever since I can remember a Guitar Center being a thing, I just wanted to go to one. And I got to go to one. It was everything my little heart could desire. But not only that, there was a different center. There's 2 different centers. Guitar Center and a Micro Center. Have you guys heard of Micro Center? So you're all using technology right now to be on YouTube, and some of you have channels, so you're slightly into technology. Have you heard of Micro Center, and have you been to one? Because it is awesome. Oh my gosh. Radio Geek, are you going to put out the video of that? Because you filmed a video of us and our experience, or at least had me star in it. It was very cute.
Yeah.
It was.
Foxy says she
Shirley
got
Temple.
chicken nuggets from Wendy's the other day, the last place on earth where she liked nuggets from, and they changed the recipe, and now she's crying, and it tastes like sad now.
Where? Wendy's?
Wendy's. I almost said Burger King.
Well, have you had the chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A? Because,
No, she can't get in. The line's to the street. They just opened.
oh, so it's
So
like...
they have
all
to
the
give
day.
it a while
Yeah.
until things calm down to go. Radio Geek says he's working on it. Welcome in, Kyle. Thank you for coming.
So I got a pie from Micro Center and a set of new guitar strings from Guitar Center, which I have to... So I got the pie and this. And they weren't
Cheryl says her son's
that expensive,
school
though.
laptops come from Micro Center.
You know what I found is that I was looking up the prices for that pie, just the board alone on Amazon. I couldn't really find them much cheaper than like $60, maybe a little more. It was $30 there. I couldn't find that even close to that price on Amazon for the
Wow.
Pi 5. So I got the case and a power wire and the cable to connect to the monitor for less than buying just the board alone on Amazon. And most of their stuff is like that. It's just amazing high-end stuff. Some stuff's pretty expensive, but it should be because it's very, very high-end. But it's still less than I've seen online. Very awesome.
June says Wendy's nuggets are okay on the way home. After that, she gives them to the cats. And Peplin says, doesn't matter how good the chicken is, it still isn't beef.
Do you have a 54 Tully? Oh.
I didn't get
I
to buy
needed to-
anything, Stan. I wasn't on the trip.
No,
I stayed home with
it was,
River all
it was
day.
guys only. No girls allowed. Just a couple of guys popping some cherries. Yeah.
Talking about pie, Vibes is thinking about getting him a slice.
Oh yeah.
Go for it, Vibes.
Get a slice. Get yourself 2 slices. Maybe get yourself an oversized slice of pie. But I'm looking at the comment that Mike put on there, M&C Aquatics.
Jake, if we were closer, I'd bring over my 1954 Telecaster for you to play with.
They had Tellys in 54, didn't they?
Yeah.
When did they first make a Telecaster? That's gotta be really early. Well, they had them in 52. Because seriously, that's like, I've had a Stratocaster, I've had like Les Paul lookalikes, I've played real Gibson Les Pauls, I've played the Epiphone Les Pauls, Jackson guitars, Ibanez guitars, so many different kinds, and their Guitar Center like had just the most beautiful selection of everything you could think of, and lately I've been on this kick of wanting a Telecaster, really, really bad. That's one guitar I have not played yet. That would be awesome. Somehow,
Stan says,
I gotta get.
guys only, lame. Sounds like a rainbow trip. And Foxy Suspicious has big eyes. And Radio Geek goes, Kitty, you can come next time. Jake can climb the tower next time. Hey, good idea. I have a great life insurance policy on Jake.
Like a rainbow trip.
Anyway, MNC Aquatic says, yeah, the Telecaster plays great. Vibes, if you don't slice the pie, could I eat the whole pie and call it one slice? Of course you can. It's like the cake.
Yeah.
Have your cake and eat it too. That means the whole thing.
Yeah. It'd be a piece of pie, which would be the whole piece. But I don't know if it would still be a slice
MNC says 51 or 52.
when they came out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really early.
You
That's
have
really cool.
a gold mine on your hands there, Mike.
It's not about the money on it. It's just that those guitars were made differently, and they're
I
just
know. But I'm
a
just
piece
saying.
of history, and it's.
I didn't mean a monetary value
No, of course not.
necessarily. I meant a value of
Gold. Yeah. Just kidding. Yeah.
no sentiment, quality, awesomeness.
Yep. Gold. Yep. All those things. Busting your chops. That's what
Jackson, Charleville, especially Gibson, Fender,
no, especially this ESP.
Epiphone. He's had them.
Nice.
That's awesome. Vibes, don't forget to pour a big glass of milk to go with that. Because it's going to have something to go with it. Or ice cream.
You know what I didn't do? And
Your
this
members.
whole time is the membership shout out. So we got definitely do that. This live stream is not going to have any fancy videos or music playing because it's not loaded on here. It's OBS. Pooped on me. So, I'm going to just do it the old-fashioned way or something or other. Gotta get to the YouTube studio and check out, see all members. And it looks like currently we have 30 members to our channel. 30 people who have parted ways with their hard-earned cash made by this blood, sweat, and tears over the years through many beers, and decided to give it to us.
Did you grind your gears? Just say
What'd you say? I got clean my ears.
It's Aaron Deers. Oh.
Hits me in the feels. Your members, March 16th, 2026 at 10:27 p.m. This is what we got. Jody P. Tropical Fish Co., Big Ben Urban Explorations, Lucky, First Class Fish, Geek Boy, Comrade Zelinsky, Deb's Aqua Pets, Raisin Fishes, Scotty, M&C Aquatics, Mexicali Fish Keeper, Beto Great Lakes Flowers with Horns, Father Fish. Come on now. You guys got Father Fish? We got Father Fish. Overtly Overstocked Oscar, Danikin Aquatics, Gills to Gardens, Nick at Hard Water Propagation, Whips World. How many of you got Whips World?
Eric
We've got
Wyrock.
Eric Wyrock? Come on now, really? Rods Aquatics, Mr. Tundra, Dee Dee's Finland, Renee Henninger, Rod's Garage Aquatics, Redneck Aquatics, Stan Pittman, Lush and Salty Aquariums, Empire of Dirt Aquatics, Jeff Kane,
Jeff Kane.
Autarky Homestead, Foxy's Fishes, and
Peplin Creek Aquatics.
that was good. I like that. That's Katie's radio voice. I knew you had it in you. We just got to get your ham license now so you can talk like that over the airwaves. That would be awesome. Thinking each and every one of, thinking of each and every one of, you say it.
You kind of messed me up there. I was trying to figure out what you were saying.
Me too, apparently.
Thank you, each and every one of you, for your memberships. Thank you for your memberships.
Membership.
Thank you for your memberships. Wait, how's it go again?
2, 3, 4. Thank you for your memberships. Thank you for membership. Thank you for your memberships. Thank you for your memberships. Thank you.
Dee Dee's Fish Den, member for 14 months. Awesome. Thank you so much.
We need a river video. We put out a river short of her eating spaghetti.
We did.
But it was members
And also,
only.
Stan Pittman is
which
a member
He is a member, so
for 14 months.
we need another one.
Radio Geek. I have radio fears.
Oh,
Dee Dee, Foxy, I know you can't get out due to the snow. And Foxy says, but my flying monkeys can.
whenever they're nears, I get radio fears.
Good night, Cheryl. Thank you for coming. She's got to get more sleep than she's been lately.
That's just a polite way to say, I'm done watching that guy act like that, so I understand. Hopefully you come back again, Cheryl. Rack came in here with a super chat.
Aw,
Is it Rack or is that Rivers
that's
channel?
Rack.
River Life Pottery with a $2 super chat. Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Stan Pittman goes Teletubbies.
Oh, yeah.
And Dee Dee says, you're all so cute together.
Well,
Stan
thank
Pittman
you.
misses old Jeff Kane.
Yeah. We gotta get him on a... I'm not tapping you for any signal. I'm just moving my foot.
Oh, I was
Okay.
kind of wondering what was going on, by the way.
Well, that's your method. You usually do this under the table. Okay. That's my time signal. Or when I have to settle down. Or
Yeah.
little things like that. It's amazing what you can feel in the touch. But yes, I'd like to get guests back on here. Just every once in a while. Not a regular thing, but surprise people with a surprise guest every once in a while. And we got to get Jeff back on here. He's a hard-working lad, and especially in this weather,
Yeah.
hope he's doing all right. Hope he didn't have to go on too many calls because he got a ton of snow as well. And that's just, I'm sure he's doing fine, but I'm sure he's also very exhausted and getting sleep. So,
Foxy says, I think Jake is past his bedtime.
yeah,
And
most likely.
Stan says Jake's going to pull a muscle.
At
And
least two of them.
Dee Dee says, oh my God, somebody pulled the string. June says, I'm at 16 months. You missed my milestone. I'm sorry, June. They came so quick.
I saw it.
Well, why didn't you read it?
I did earlier. You didn't see it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your membership. Okay,
Foxy
not
wants to
again.
know who's having corned beef tomorrow.
Um,
Not us.
Irish people. Oh, I might be having a bit of that.
Unfortunately, if I do have a corned beef, I can't find it in my freezer right now.
I'm more Scottish than Irish, so I don't know. Are we supposed to wear plaid?
Green.
Oh, green. Could I wear green plaid?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I might.
If you don't wear green, I'll
Indulge
pinch
in
you.
my corned beef a little bit. I don't know. Does corned beef hash count?
Yeah. Corned
Okay.
beef is corned beef.
I'll get a can of that and eat it raw out of the can.
Oh, don't eat it raw. They're so.
It's already pre-cooked. It's fine.
I know it's pre-cooked.
It's fine.
But that's a whole lot of fat and
it's fine.
congealability
It's
in that
fine.
can.
You put it on some Triscuits, something like that, and you're fine.
You don't have any.
Well, you
At least
go
fry
to your
it
neighbor's
to get it
house
crispy.
when they're not
and-
at home, and you look in their cupboards, so you find some Triscuits, and you put it on some Triscuits. I'm sure someone in the neighborhood's got Triscuits and might have their door unlocked, so we'll figure it out.
Oh, thank you for coming. You have a great night, vibes.
$7 a pound here.
I'm
that's
sure you're
true.
pretty full by now.
Yeah, we went a little bit later than normal. It's because we started later than normal.
We
A
did.
lot bit later than normal. What is this reconnect thing?
Stan
So
says,
I started talking and everything got disconnected there. So I don't know what was heard and what not heard. So I'll just move on to the next thing.
Stan
Alright.
says Scottish, Irish, tomato, tomato.
True that.
And Rack says, yeah, I'm throwing my life away. June says her
well,
mom would dye
we're
her
getting-
hair
we're
green
getting
for
cut
St.
out.
Patty's Day. She was fun.
The internet's cutting out bad, hon. I don't know how much of this is actually coming through. You see that? How it's like dropping really bad. But since
Wow.
the internet's dropping out bad, the connection anyways, through Streamlabs for whatever reason, I don't know. But it is over an hour and we probably should get going. I gotta work in the morning and all the usual. And I'm sorry if I missed a lot of stuff here in chat. Limburger cheese, Sue.
Radio.
Come on, Sue.
I'll eat it.
Make Katie a Limburger meatloaf.
No, I just want Limburger with onions and crackers.
You're like your dad.
And mom.
Both of you guys
Yeah.
into that?
Yeah.
Is that how Katie was born? You guys got together over a little Limburger and onion? Things got a little crazy. And now we have Katie. You're the Limburger baby.
Yeah.
Not the Limburger. but-
Limburger and beer.
Like the Limburg baby, but
Geek says we have to redo your network.
Yeah. Well, once we move inside, I can hardwire this, and I don't worry about the stupid Wi-Fi. So, for sure, lots of stuff to do. But, you have any last words? Mm-hmm. Well, not last, but for at least for the stream.
For the stream, yeah.
That right.
You
Go
give
ahead.
me last rights.
Take it away, Katie. I'll be clear on your
You
final.
haven't even blessed me yet to give me last rights.
I can christen you with unholy water. That'd be a waste of beer.
Oh, my MNC says at least it's not Braunschweig.
Oh,
I like
I'd rather
that
eat
too.
Braunschweiger than that, and I don't like liver. Isn't it made of liver?
Yeah.
Braunschweiger?
Yes, it's liver
My dad
sausage.
would get that. Yeah.
My mom
You
used
would
to
get,
pack
like,
me
the
liver
spread.
sausage and butter sandwiches. Oh my gosh, they were so good, and nobody took my lunch.
Well, there must be something to that because you were awfully beautiful, and you know, genetics can only take you so far.
It's all the organ meats.
All the organ meats you've put in your mouth and ate. On that note, let's not talk about that. You
Thank
said
you,
it.
everyone, for coming tonight. I'm sorry I was so late. And thank you for putting up with Jake for so long and staying in the stream. We
Yes, thank
appreciate
you.
each and every one of you so very much. Like I always tell everyone, you're not just friends, you're family.
Like I tell everyone, go away. Find something else to watch. We're done here. Done. I'm just kidding. I love you guys.
Love ya.
We'll see you next week. Be like Kenny. So how do I, which button do I hit now? It's the one that says stop.
The big red one that says stop.
Yeah. Should I hit it now or should I wait until...
I think you should probably push the button. You've been
know.
pushing my buttons.
Push your buttons. Both of them.